What's going on, everybody? It is Jacob Tucker back at it again for another Flow video. You can actually see my dog is completely passed out on the couch over here. So, hey, Bruce. Yeah, today we're going to be talking about the Emerald bot, what it is, how you can set it up, how you can do all the cool verification stuff, all that kind of stuff, right? All right. So Emerald Bot is basically a Discord bot. So if you go into Discord, I'll actually pull up the Emerald City Discord right here. It's basically a bot that like does verification and helpful utilities in Discord. So it's like a community. It's a helpful community tool for Flow. For communities on Flow blockchain. So for example, just to give you a little demo before we dive into this, here's an example of Emerald Bot, verifying that I own an Emerald ID, which is what you need in order to verify your assets in Discord. If we go to like the Flunks, where's the Flunks Discord? Here we go. You can see Flunks has it set up as well, where if I click verify, it's verifying I own a Flunk and also what type of Flunk I own and giving roles depending on that. So there's a lot of different stuff you can do with the Emerald Bot, and I'm going to show you how to set it up today. So let me go into a test channel I actually made. So I made like a test channel. I kicked the Emerald bot out of here, so it's not in here right now. And let's just go ahead and add it to my server. So right here on the Emerald bot page, you can click add to your server. And it's going to bring you to a little page where I can go in. I can select Jacob Test, which is the server I want to add it to, and click continue. Now, this is basically, we tried to utilize the minimum amount of necessary permissions like possible. So obviously manage roles, reading and sending messages, and using application commands. Application commands are where you do slash. Well, I'll show you what they are in a second, but all this is required for the bot. So you just leave all these selected and click authorize. Click I am human. Now I believe, oh, I got to do some of this annoying CAPTCHA stuff. So let me do that really quick. I don't even know if I'm clicking the right stuff. I think I'm good. Okay, cool. So then it says authorized. You can now close this tab. And if I go back into Discord, the Emerald bot is now in my Discord, and it's right here. Right now, it should give the bot an Emerald role. If it doesn't, that's a problem. I would try to kick it and reinvite it again, but it should automatically create an Emerald role for the bot. So boom, everything is good now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up the documentation. You can actually see a list of commands here too if you want to click here and see like all the different commands. I don't know why the videos aren't loading. Oh, here they are. Okay, right. But you can actually go to the docs, and the docs are really helpful. Props to Amethyst from the Emerald City community for doing a lot of this. But you can actually go ahead and check out the docs. You can also get the invite link here, the website here, and some of the contact information. But and this is the cute little Emerald bot right here. But you can see a list of commands here. So utilities, float commands, gated access, which is like NFT verification, and some Dapper sports commands too, which is pretty cool. So let's start out with gated access and figure out how do we just verify an NFT, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually pull up the Flovatar contract. So here's the Flovatar contract, and I'm going to set up a verifier for Flovatar. Now, spoiler alert, I don't have any Flovatars, so I'm sorry. Maybe it's a bad demo because I don't have it, but anyways, I'm just going to show you what it would be like. So you're going to go in here. You're going to, first of all, let's create a role. So go to server settings, roles, and you can see I already created some test ones, and I'm going to create a role called Flovatar holder, okay, and make it like blue, purple or something. Now, there's a trick here. When you make this role, you have to make sure that the emerald role is above it. So I'm just going to put the emerald up here, and the Flovatar holder can be anywhere below it, okay, so in this list. If emerald is below the Flovatar holder role, it won't work. So make sure the emerald role is above it, okay? That's really important. Because only roles that are above other roles can give that role to people, okay? So the emerald bot needs that permission to give the Flovatar role out. So I'm going to do slash verify, and right away you can see there's actually a lot of commands for the bot. There's verify entity, custom NFT or token. Token is for fungible tokens, so like Flow token, FUSD, Starly, whatever you want. Verify NFT is for NFTs. Custom is like custom ones we've set up in the past. This is kind of like an older command. And then entity is a special one I'll show you in a minute. So let's go to NFT. What's the contract name? Well, the contract name is Flovatar, right? I can see it right here. And this is pub contract Flovatar. So I'm going to put Flovatar. The contract address is, the address it's deployed to, which is actually in the URL. So the address is like 0x and then, the address of the contract. Now, public path is a little tricky. What that is it's like a thing you use in Cadence where you'll see it's kind of like slash public slash Flovatar collection. Well, whatever that path is, right? Slash public slash something, you're going to take the something after the second slash and put that right here. That's called the public path. And then the role. So the rules, we're going to do Flovitar holder. So if I click enter, what's going to happen is the Emerald bot's going to automatically set up a verifier for me. So if I click verify, it's going to say, oh, okay, do you own one or do you not? Now, because I don't own one, it didn't give me the role. But if I did own one, it would say, congrats, you got the role. So maybe this is a bad demo, but hey, it's me. I mean, I usually don't do good demos anyway. So, yeah, so that's how you would set it up, right? Okay, perfect. Now, there's another one called verify entity. Now, what you would do is slash verify entity and then name. Now, the reason you would do this is because if we go back to the documentation, right, we just talked about verify NFT. However, there's sort of a problem with this where what if you want to give someone a role if they have a certain piece of metadata in the NFT, like it has a rarity of 2 or it has like a hat color of green, right? What if you want a certain type? Or what if you also want, because let's say for Flovitar, they have, Flovitar and they also have Flovitar component NFTs, and they don't want to have two different buttons for both that give different roles. What if you just want one button that has verify that could give you a bunch of different roles for different requirements and all that? That's what the entity command is. Now, because metadata is so difficult on Flow, you'll see this is complex NFT verification. So again, you could read it here if you want a certain number of NFTs or a specific type of NFT or a bunch of different roles. There's two ways to do this. One is to do it yourself. So submit a pull request on GitHub. Now this is an option if you want to do it yourself. If you don't want to wait for us to do it, it's a lot faster this way. But you have to know Cadence in order to do this. So there's a description here of how to do this. You would go to this file. You would fill out your own like function, right? You can see there's one for flunks right here. There's one for drivers NFT, right? You have to make your own method and then your own cadence script. I'm not going to explain that in this video, but you would follow these steps. Or if you're not technical, then you're going to want to get some help from us. Now, this is going to take a little longer, but it's it's a good way to do it. And there's 3 steps to this. One is first figure out all the different requirements you need. So, for example, users should get X role if they have 2 Flovatars, and Y role if they have 1 flunk, and Z role if they have a hat color of green, right? So just figure that out in your head. Step 2 is then gather the role IDs of the Discord roles you want the bot to assign. So, for example, what that means is you have to go into server settings, go to roles, and then create a role for each requirement. So, for example, if they own 1 Flovitar holder, you create a Flovitar holder role. If they have, for flunks, they have like certain clicks. So, let's say like a geek holder, right? That's like if you hold a flunk that has like a trait of geek, then you can do this, save the changes, and make a role for that. Whatever roles you want to assign, make sure you have them all inside this roles thing. And then what I mean by role ID is you go to this more tab and click copy ID. And then you would message me and say like, hey, Jacob, here is what I want. And you would say like one holds a flunk, right? Holds a flunk NFT. And then the role ID is this, right? 2 holds a Flovitar with a hat color of green, role ID, and then you would copy and paste, you know, this one, right? Or I don't know, geek holder. So you get the point, right? You would copy the role ID for each. And then what you would do is I would create an entity for you and you would do slash verify entity and then the custom name that I provide to you. But this would only be after I set it up or someone in Emerald City set it up for you. And then it would just auto assign all those roles based on the user, right? So, for example, if you go back to flunks, you can see when I click verify, it's figuring out not only do I hold it, but I'm also a geek holder. So it's doing all this at the same time. Okay, so that's part of the Emerald bot. All right, cool. Now that's a lot on gated access. Again, you can also do this with fungible tokens if you want, and you can follow that right here. But let's go and look at some of the other commands. So one of the command, well, there's a lot of helpful utilities actually that I love to talk about. So this identify command is really cool actually. So what you can do is, I'm in the Emerald City Discord now. I can do slash identify and then type in a Discord users like Jacob Tucker, for example. That's me, and click enter, and it gives me information about who I am. So you no longer have to ask people like, hey, what's your wallet address? It automatically lists it. So here's my Blockdo, here's my Dapper, here's my fine name. I don't have a .fn name. my Discord user, and hey, I have an Emerald ID, and I can do this for someone else too. Slash identify, I don't know, let's identify Bam, right? So Bam has this information, right? So pretty cool stuff. Yeah, and what you can also do is you can also if you click on someone's name or right click someone's name, click on apps and identify user, it just does it for you. So you don't have to write a command or anything. So again, like if I'm in like a general chat and I'm like, hey, let's look at Kelcoin, I can right click, click apps, identify user, and boom, it's right there, right? So pretty helpful stuff. I can also do slash resolve. Slash resolve is going the other way. So you have someone's address and you want their Discord. So I can do slash resolve jacob.find, for example, and it tells me, oh, jacob.find is this person. It has this address, it's this person, this is the Discord user, and these are all the roles he has in this Discord. So it's really, really, really cool because if you have someone's address, you can identify a lot about them in Discord. So I can even take my address, do slash resolve, and paste in my address, and boom, it gives me the me again, right? So pretty awesome stuff. So it allows you to identify things about a user. Another really cool command that I like to talk about is where is it? Users with role. So if you do slash users with role, and let me just do like guild leaders for example, it gives you a list of all the users. It gives you like a CSV file of not only all the users with a certain role, but also their wallet addresses. So if you have like a certain special role, you can identify all their wallet addresses if they've created an Emerald ID and like all their names as well. So pretty cool stuff. So, again, all this requires an Emerald ID. So make sure you do that at id.ecdao.org. Make sure you use your sign up on Emerald ID website. Okay. Yeah, and so let's some other utilities slash. Let's go over some float utilities. So on float, you can actually very easily verify someone's float. Or that someone owns a certain float. So let's go to floats.city. We actually just revamped the entire site, by the way. But let's go to floats.city, connect my block deal really quick, and let's go to like some event, for example. So here we go. July 2022 workshop number 6. This is for Emerald Academy. So boom, here's the link, right? Okay, let's go into Discord and let's do slash float, and it brings up a bunch of float commands. So view, I can view a float, verify group, random, or verify. Let's go to verify. So slash float verify, it asks me for the event ID. I can click on, this is the event ID right here, this number. So let's go ahead and get this number and paste that in. And then let's say the role, I'm going to give you like I don't know, I'm just going to give you, because it's just me, a server booster role, okay? Or actually, let's not do that. Let's do, I don't know, Emerald ID. I don't know, some random role, right? Now, if I click verify, it's going to give it to me because I actually claim this float. So you can easily verify float holdings as well. And another cool thing is if I do slash verify, slash float view, I can view a float in Discord. So if I go to my account, go to floats, and click on this one, for example, this is for Professor Meta's Academy. It's pretty awesome. I can just copy this command. Let's just paste it in here. Click this and click enter, and it's going to show me my float in Discord, which is awesome, right? So there's my float in Discord. And you can also get a certain, you can get a random number of people that claimed your float for like giveaways or something like that. So if I go back to my, event here, there's a list of all the people that, claimed my float under this section, right? These are all people that claim my float. Well, what I can do is I can do slash float and then random, type in the account name. So this is, for example, like my account. So the person I'm Jacob.find because I'm the one that created the event. So this is like the creator of the event. The event ID is, this number right here. We just explained that. Put that right here. The number of winners you want, let's say 3, and public is like whether or not you want the results to be public. So I'll put true, enter. And what it's going to do is it's going to go in, it's going to get the 3 people that claimed it, or it's get 3 random people, right? So here's the first winner, here's the second winner, and here's the third winner. Now it looks weird sometimes. It's because this person doesn't have an Emerald ID, so it didn't know what their username was. This person's in our Discord, so good job, Skyman. And this person right here, right, with this right here, this person isn't in our Discord. So they have an Emerald ID, but they're not in our Discord, so it doesn't know their name. But anyways, you can see it picked 3 random winners that claimed the float. So that's pretty cool, right? Now let's go to some Dapper Sports commands. So we have some NBA Top Shot commands too. So let me actually test that out. So let me quickly identify myself so I have my Dapper wallet address. So here's my Dapper wallet address right here. Okay. So what I can do is use slash NBA Top Shot and then moment and set, paste my address, and then type in a set name like Cool Cats. And what it'll do is it'll display all the moments I have from the Cool Cats collection, right? So this is from Series 2, Moments Owned. I only have 1 out of 3 of the moments from Cool Cats, but it's pretty cool, right? Now, I want to add an option to this to also specify a certain series, but that's going to come later. And I can also do slash NBA Top Shot, owns all in set, Cool Cats, and then a certain role like Emerald ID. And what this will do is this is a verifier to see if I have all the moments from the Cool Cat set. So if I do verify, obviously I don't own all the Cool Cats from this certain set, but if you want to, you can set up that verifier, and this checks to see if I own all the Cool Cats from the set. And we're also adding a bunch of UFC Strike verifiers as well. So, anyways, I hope this gives you a little insight into the Emerald Bot, what it can do. And with that being said, I'll see you in the next one. And yeah, use the Emerald Bot if you wish. It's completely free, open for everybody. So yeah, all right, thanks everybody. Peace.